Welcome to day 32 of my startup in Canada. As an entrepreneur, I always believe that we can achieve anything, any outcome by just reaching out to more people. But bureaucracy is one thing where it doesn't apply. It's so frustrating. So particularly as you know, I have been working to get investors and clients from America, and I have this fear that maybe I'll reach closer to a deal and I may need to go to America to sign some papers, and because I do not have US visa, it might not happen, or the deal might just not materialize because of that. And so of course from my side I'm trying to be careful. I applied for US visa the day I decided I want to do a startup, and my how much wait time. I think for people outside of Canada it will be probably unbelievable, but the wait time is 770 days for the US visa appointment. So my US visa appointment is set for 5th February 2026. Yeah, it's almost a joke, but yeah, I have not completely given up hope. I guess there's also people say that if I keep checking on the website, there are sometimes new slots available. People reschedule, people cancel, and because of that, new slots sometimes get released, and we can get those slots. And I have been non-stop checking every day for extra open slots earlier, and in fact, I so as an entrepreneur we are hackers, right? So I went one step ahead. I wrote a automated script to check every 2 minutes, and that script has been running for last 25 days and hasn't yet been able to find a slot earlier than that 2 years period. So frustrating. But today I went outside for a walk, and I came back home, and I saw my script had stopped by saying that it could reschedule an appointment. So basically it was able to find a slot, and it was able to finally schedule and then click on the final confirmation, and that's when it gives the notification that it's been successful. So I was pretty excited to see that, and I went immediately to see log in manually into the website, and I saw my appointment was still showing the old date, so it was not able to schedule. And so I went back to the log of the script. So I had configured the script to take snapshot, a picture of whatever it does. So I went back to see the log, and I saw this picture. Yeah. Can you believe? So how so I know the script worked because this only happens after you click on the submit, but I don't know what happened. But I have seen this before. One day I could see a slot manually also, and I selected the date, I selected the time, and when I selected the confirm, at that time it gave me the same error, and when I re-logged in, then that slot wasn't available. So my theory is that these slots are open for very small time, and a lot of people are trying to book them, and my script was just like it was able to select the times, but someone else was also able to select along with my script, and someone else won that race, and I lost it. Well, after 2 months, no, sorry, after 25 days, my script got this opportunity for open slot, but still failed. I do not know if there is still any hope of ever getting that earlier slot. On a more broader scale, I'm like so frustrated with the immigration issues and visa issues. It took me so around 4 years back in India. I was doing a lot of good things in startup, I was doing good organic marketing, was able to build an audience. I was doing good with fundraising, was able to get very quickly very lot of good connects. But at the same time, I got very disillusioned with the Indian startup ecosystem because the unit economics was not working out neither for me, but not for and but also not for anyone else, even the big startups. And it just felt like building a house of cards. And I decided that I'm very sure that I want to stop doing this and continue doing my startup journey in America. And another reason was also that I believe that whatever the startups, the business of software, America is the leader, and that's where I want to do it, in Silicon Valley somewhere there. But I took that decision 4 years ago, and it took me 4 years to come to Canada. After that, just you know struggling with these immigration issues and bureaucratic hurdles, and probably I'll cover that whole journey later on, how I uh, got H1B visa, how I got uh, PR in Canada by learning French, and also the 1.5, I think 2 years of wait time of just paperwork. But finally, I'm here, but still not in America. Here is a thing that I completely miscalculated. I don't know, I just always believed that from Canada it will be much easier to get America visa. It will have lower rejection ratio, there will not be wait times. But surprisingly, the wait time in all the cities in Canada is much higher than even in New Delhi or any city in India. Like I think in New Delhi it's the 550 days wait time or 500 days wait time, but here it is 770 days, and some I think in fact in Vancouver or in Calgary it is 800 or 880 days. Just crazy. And who would have thought that from Canada it will be so much wait time? Completely miscalculated. I don't know how, how long this will take to solve, and how much of the cost I will have to pay for this. Let's see.